Now, Russia is leaving no stone unturned in wooing African countries. In the latest, Russia has opened a new department for partnership with Africa in its foreign ministry. This is to oversee the cooperation between Africa and Moscow, as well as regional organizations such as the African Union. In a ceremony which was attended by heads of African diplomatic missions in Moscow, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov noted that Africa was their natural ally and that it had returned with its presence in the continent. Lavrov said the decision to establish the new department primarily reflected the importance that the Russian leadership attached to developing the African dimension of Moscow's foreign policy. He further said that Africa was Russia's natural ally in working together to ensure that the principles of justice and equality are respected in the world. Additionally, citing history of Russia's relations with Africa, Lavrov added that Moscow has learned from its past strategic mistakes, and the current leadership is ensuring that those mistakes are not repeated. Now, the opening of the new department comes as Africa becomes a focal point for Putin, amid a broader focus on the global south, especially after the international isolation that has been caused by its aggression on Ukraine. Africa serves as a critical source of mineral resources as well as raw materials for Russia. It is also a key market for Russian exports. Trade between Moscow and Africa surged to a record $24.5 billion in 2024. Moreover, by leveraging anti-colonial rhetoric, Moscow has positioned itself as an ally to Africa. It has emerged as the security partner of choice for a growing number of African governments, especially those in the Sahel and West African regions. This has displaced the traditional allies like France and the United States, who have been forced to withdraw their troops. In turn, Russian mercenaries, part of the Africa Corps, have filled the void left in the West in these countries. Now, they have been fighting side by side with the militaries to combat terrorism and growing jihadist insurgencies. Russia has also provided several weapons, including fighter jets, tanks, radar systems, missiles, as well as military advisors, to maintain its influence in African countries. Moreover, Africa also has a substantially large voting bloc within the United Nations. Russia has been looking to partner with the countries in the continent to challenge the Western dominance and to promote a multipolar world order. Additionally, Putin has also decided to open new embassies in Africa this year. This is to boost Moscow's diplomatic presence in the continent, where it reportedly operates only 43 diplomatic and consular missions. Meanwhile, Russia has also promised to build new nuclear plants in several countries in Africa, while it has also supported the continent in its ambition to reach space. But can Moscow really fulfill all of its promises made to Africa over the years?
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually.
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 4.3 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.